Hi dear members, Anna Kessler here with a new video tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how to make a house accordion mini book with these papers that I created that look like wood grain texture paper. These papers are really cool, and you can make them in any size that you want. And to make the roofs for the pages for the houses, I'm just measuring the base, the width of the base, and then cut 2 triangles. To make the accordion book, you will need an even number of everything that you do. So if you want 4-page mini book, you will need 8 houses and 8 roofs, because what we're going to do is attach them back to back. Now, if you want to learn how to make these different wood grain texture papers, these DIY papers, then you need to become a member of this channel. This extra tip video of how to create these papers is available for everyone who is a member of this channel, and you can join the channel just by clicking the join button, and then you'll have a chance to support me and support this channel, and this will allow me to create more videos for you and more content for you that is original, unique, inspiring, creative, and teaches you techniques and all the things that you actually can't find anywhere else. So just click that join button to learn how to create these wood grain papers and become a member of this channel. If you become a member, of course, you will be able to keep on enjoying all the free content that I upload every week. That will not change. So now we have 8 roofs and 8 pages, and we're going to attach them together with 1-inch strips of paper. So each, or cardstock, it doesn't really matter. You fold each of the strips in half, fold them to create that binding tab, and then apply glue to one side. Attach the house or the rectangle, and then turn it, apply glue to the other side, and sandwich that tab in between the 2 pieces. And you can make this mini book as big or as small as you want. And like I said, if you want more than 4 pages, then you'll need to add more houses and roofs, and you always work in groups of 2. I'm attaching the roof with strips of paper, making sure, of course, they're straight. And basically, it's up to you how you want to embellish each of your house. You can make them as big or as small as you want. You can add photos on top of them, and it's a really great little project. You can play with the wood grain pattern after you become a member and learn how to do it. Then you can play with the color of the wood, with the direction of the wood, and with the pattern of the wood. So you can decide on that as well. And of course, when you attach the 2 sides of the book together, 2 pages together, you cut the strip to be as tall or as long as the house. That's why I didn't give you any measurements, because you can decide on the size of your mini book. So my first page is ready. Now I can go ahead and attach the second page. You see that if the other page is smaller, then I simply cut that side of the tab to match the height or the length of the page or the square or the rectangle, depending on the shape that you created. And before I attach the next two side page, I need to insert my binding tab first. So I'm folding another strip, and then I can add the other piece of house on the back. So that's very important, because once you've attached the back, you can't insert the binding tab. So always work like that. First you make the front, you attach the binding tab, the strip, and then you can go ahead and add the back and the roofs and everything. So now I'm attaching the roof on the other side. You don't have to add those strips if you don't want to, but I think it adds something to the look of the house. Now I'm attaching the back side. It's actually an accordion, so there is no front or back, but it's easier to follow the instructions this way. Okay. Just trimming a little bit. Okay, so now I can go ahead and attach the third house, and this is going to be the front, attaching it to my binding strip. And again, before I attach the other side or the back side, I need to attach an extra binding strip on the other side of the rectangle, so I'll be able to add the last final side to the house. Going to add my roof first. Doesn't really matter the order of things that you do, except what I told you about the binding strip, of course. But you can first add both sides of the house and then add the roofs on both sides back to back, or add and then add the binding strip, or first add the binding strip and then the roof. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so now let's fold another strip and add it. So this way we'll be able to keep on adding houses. Now you can see that you can basically add as many houses as you want. It's an accordion, so it will never be too thick or too wide or too big. So you can just keep on adding houses. I made 4, but of course you can make as many as you want. So this is the other side. Now I can also add the other side of the roof. And I think I've managed to create really pretty wood grain papers. And again, you can learn how to make them by joining the membership on this channel. You'll still be able to enjoy all the free content that I upload, but you will also get access to extra videos, extra tutorials, extra tips, like how to make these wood grain papers, for example, and other tutorials that are already there and that are coming in the future. So just click on that join button to become a member. It's only $5 a month, but it will help me greatly to create more content for you, free content, as a matter of fact. So I really appreciate your support in this. Okay, so that's my final side, like this, and the other side of my roof. And basically all that I need to do now is embellish my mini book. And of course you can add photos if you want. You can add whatever embellishments that you want. I'm going to make some windows. It will really look pretty on those sides, different sides of my mini book. Forgot to add a strip there. Okay. Isn't that cool? I really like this mini book. So I'm going to create windows with just a piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to cut it out. I'm not even going to measure. I'm not even going to draw lines with a pencil. I want the windows to be a little bit wonky and not very straight. So I'm just cutting them out with a craft knife. And I'm going to make different designs of windows. And of course you can embellish your mini book any way you want. You can use stickers, you can use stamps, you can use stencils, you can use cutouts, you can use whatever you want. Just don't use embellishments that are too thick, because you still need to close your mini album or your mini book. And of course you can add as many embellishments as you want. I want all my windows to have a white backing, because it looks like there is light in the windows. So I'm just going to keep on adding little windows. I'm also using the pieces that I cut out from the first window. I love how the windows are in different sizes and the lines are not straight and it's wonky, and it's fun this way. And I'm just also adding just a little bit of inking around the edges. And then attaching the windows to different sides of my mini book. So I really hope that you will join the membership on this channel. I really appreciate you and your support, and this will really be enable me to grow my channel and enable you to enjoy more exclusive tutorials and videos, patterns and downloadables and things like that, printables. I really hope you like this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video, so you won't miss anything and you'll be able to follow all the tutorials and make all the projects. So I just want to add a little bit more of embellishments, and I'm going to show you how the mini book looks when it is finished. I didn't add photos, but of course you can add photos as well as embellishments. It's completely up to you. This is how it looks when it's finished. And thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.